just one more step to take in the legalization and regulation of medical and recreational marijuana. More on that coming up on this edition of Council Connection. Hello, I'm Sweetie Marbury, Mayor and Durango City Councilor. The City Span 10 program is designed to give you a snapshot of happenings at the most recent Durango City Council meeting. Let's look at what happened at the June 3rd meeting. This meeting began with a consent agenda consisting of 10 items. There is usually no separate discussion on these items unless a council member or a citizen requests an item to be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. None of the items were removed, and the consent agenda, which can be viewed online at durangogov.org, was approved. During public participation, I introduced some members of the Citizen Police Academy. I spoke at the graduation of 25 new members of the Academy. These folks attended classes and trained with the Durango Police Department. They will be ambassadors for our men and women in blue. During Council Reports and Actions, I announced the Zane Grey Convention is coming to Durango on June 17th, with folks from across the United States here to share their love for the Western author. I've also been busy as mayor, speaking at the swearing-in ceremony for the new Southern Ute Tribal Chairman, Clement Frost, and the smoke-free celebration sponsored by the San Juan Basin Health Department June 1st. Myself, and in some cases other councilors, also participated in numerous events during the recent visit of Governor John Hickenlooper. We participated with him at the ribbon cutting for Mercury Payment Systems, at a meeting with the Southern Ute Tribal Council atop the bridge by Wilson Gulch Road to talk about connecting 550 and 160. I also attended a bill signing of Representative Mike McLaughlin at the Adobe Farms with the governor, and introduced the governor at the groundbreaking for the new affordable Lumion Apartments on 32nd Street, created with the help from the Regional Housing Alliance. The governor loves Durango and speaks highly about these accomplishments in our community. I also asked the city manager to explain the change in the parking ticket program. If I get a ticket, I will receive 2 notices reminding me to pay my ticket. After 34 days of not paying a parking ticket, my car will go on the boot list. The message is, pay your parking ticket. In other business, there was one quasi-judicial hearing. It concerned a conditional use permit for a vacation rental near 31st Street and West 2nd Avenue, and was approved with no comment from the public. Council continued to wind down discussion on legalization and regulation of medical and recreation marijuana with several items on the agenda. The first was a legislative hearing on an amendment to the Land Use Development Code to include medical and retail marijuana businesses as well as marijuana testing facilities as permitted uses within the city. After much discussion, Council voted 3-1 to allow retail and medical marijuana businesses in mixed-use neighborhoods and approve the other amendments as presented. The second marijuana-related issue deals with fees for medical and marijuana businesses. The fees, ranging from $50 to $3,000, are designed in part to help pay for the expense of regulating the businesses.
The application fee for the retail marijuana would be $250 if you have an existing medical marijuana license and you want to convert or relocate to a retail. If it's a brand new application, it's $2,500. There's a license fee of $2,500, and then there would be an operation fee of $5,000, so that's $10,000 for a brand new license.
Or recreational?
Yes, if you are not existing, yes.
All right.
It'd be $7,750 if you have an existing medical license right now.
Okay.
I think for the public to clarify, fees and taxes might be important. We've all read accounts of retail marijuana generating a lot of sales tax. There's a lot of sales that have been recorded in other cities, and it generates a lot of sales tax. So the sales tax that is generated from the stores within Durango would be the 3% city sales tax. So that goes into the general fund, just like a shoe store or Walmart or a supermarket. And that's used to plow the snow, fix the sidewalks, pay for the police, and so forth. The fees that Ms. Evans is talking about is what does it cost us to issue and regulate the industry. So we want to recover with these fees what we spend in staff time so that it's not subsidized by other parts of the budget.
The fees were approved unanimously. 3 ordinances were also introduced dealing with marijuana-related matters. All these matters face one more vote at the June 16th meeting to bring deliberations over retail and medical marijuana to a conclusion just prior to the June 30th expiration of a moratorium on retail marijuana sales.
And I would just simply reiterate the mayor's comment of thanks to everyone, both the marijuana proprietors who are trying to make a living in our community, and also for the neighbors who have spoken out so passionately. It's a very challenging issue. We're staking out new territory, and I expect that we will revisit some of these issues in the future. But at least we will have regulations in place on July 1st.
Yes, and that's very true. City Council can come back in the future. If there are problems, then businesses get shut down, which happens, or their license gets yanked. And so we know that, and we also know that our licensing authority is very careful about the vetting process. And so all of the owners will be good, responsible citizens, good neighbors, and but there is regulation, and there will be code enforcement. 4 other ordinances were introduced, including one regarding vacation rental home standards. This introduction follows hours of public testimony on vacation rentals during previous City Council meetings. It faces one final vote. During the meeting, councilors also mentioned several events you might find interesting. Among these, the Community Cinema's final presentation for the year is June 18th at 5:30 at the Powerhouse Science Center. It features a screening and discussion of the film The New Black. Clean Commute Week will be observed in Durango June 21st through 28th. Events include free bike micro tune-ups at the Farmers Market on the 21st. The 2nd Annual Bicycle Fashion Show and Community Forum, Tuesday, June 24th at 5 p.m. at Carver's. Clean Commute Day, Wednesday, June 25th, with breakfast stations and freebies outside Steaming Bean and Mercy Medical starting at 7 a.m. And 3 events, Thursday, June 26th, including the Pedal versus Metal Challenge at 4:30 at Buckley Park. A group ride to Ska Brewing departing Buckley Park at 5 o'clock. And the 3rd Annual Love Your Commute Party at Ska Brewing at 5:30, including music, food, and fun. You can also ride the Durango Transit for free June 21st through the 28th to promote sustainable transportation. I noted that Ed Warner from the Bureau of Reclamation will host a community meeting at 5 p.m. June the 18th at the Community Recreation Center to talk about the status of recreation at Lake Nighthorse, with hopes by many that the lake will be open early next year. And on a final note, the next City Council meeting will be held on Monday, June 16th, rather than Tuesday. And that's Council Connection for the June 3rd Durango City Council meeting. I'm City Councilor and Mayor Sweetie Marbury. Thanks for joining us. And remember, you can always contact your city councilors via email at citycouncil@durangogov.org.